everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. There's a few things I want to talk about in this video. First of all, I want to talk about some new music because there's been a lot of music that has come out and I can't talk about everything, but I first want to start off with Nicki Minaj. Now, I didn't get a chance to talk about Nicki's song with Coi Leray, Blick, Blick. I think the song is cool. The hook is pretty catchy. And Nicki's verse definitely makes the song worth listening to. The way she switched up her flows and dominated the whole track elevated the song for me. So I thought it was cool. But the song that really got me going was the song Nicki dropped with 5 Foreign called We Go Up. This new Nicki era is getting really spicy. First of all, I love the rawness and the pure skill that she's showing. I love the fact that she's raising the standard in mainstream hip hop again, because the standard was lowered, but now she's bringing it back up. And songs like Do We Have a Problem and We Go Up is a prime example of that. We Go Up is a gritty New York drill song, and I will say both 5 and Nicki slid on that thing. Nicki's bars were fire. The whole time I had a stank face listening to it. I almost threw my phone. And I have to say, out of all of Nicki's recent releases, We Go Up is definitely by far her best one yet. And the song did go to #1 on iTunes within an hour. So Nicki's music is streaming like crazy. A lot of sales and streams can be manipulated and fabricated, but her numbers don't lie. People are actually buying and streaming her music. So Nicki is coming back with a vengeance this era, and I can't wait to see what else she has in store. Now, moving on, I want to briefly highlight Coco Jones because Coco Jones just dropped her new single called Caliber. And before I talk about the music, I just have to say how proud I am of Coco and the steps that she's been taking in her career lately. She currently stars on the hit show Bel Air, which airs on Peacock, and she also signed a deal with Def Jam. And she's doing big things, and I'm glad that she's getting her shine because I did talk about her on the sad stories of Black Disney girls, and she went through a very rough time on the Disney Channel. She really didn't get the support and backing that she needed, and now it seems like everything turned around and she's doing some pretty big things in her career right now. So I'm happy for her. Now, as far as her new song Caliber is concerned, I do like the song. It kind of sounds like a mix between an Ariana Grande and Summer Walker song, if that makes sense. And I could tell that Coco subdued her voice a little bit and sang in a lighter tone to make the song more pop friendly. And I think she's aware that she has to sing like that in this musical climate because the industry doesn't really push or promote soulful R&B singers with powerful voices. And people don't gravitate to those voices either. If you look at the top selling female R&B artists out now, majority of them have softer voices. So I think Coco understands that she has to fit in where she could get in, but I don't want her to dumb down her voice too much just to make people comfortable because Coco can sing for real, for real. She has an amazing voice. Now let me get into this No Love remix by Summer Walker, SZA, and Cardi B. For those who don't know, No Love is actually a single off of Summer's latest album, Still Over It, and it's actually one of my favorite songs on the album. I especially love SZA's part. SZA is like the best featured artist. She's always the icing on the cake for every song she's featured on, and I was already satisfied with the original No Love song, but I didn't expect them to add Cardi B. And when I heard Cardi B was going to be on this song, I was kind of dreading it because I was like, please do not ruin this perfect R&B song. But to my surprise, Cardi didn't sound half bad. She was singing a little bit and carrying her tune. And obviously her voice was engineered in the studio, but I thought she sounded good. And I didn't think she took anything away from the song. She fit right in. Now, I did think about it and I said, you know what? It would have been cool if they actually added another R&B girl on the song too. Instead of adding Cardi, they could have added Ari Lennox or Jhené Aiko or even Chloe Bailey. Chloe would have really snapped vocally. I think either one of these ladies would have made a better fit because they all are actual singers and writers and they would have brought something different to the song. But I understand why Summer recruited Cardi B because she knows that Cardi will help generate more interest in the record. And overall, I'm not mad at this remix at all. I actually like it. I like the video too. I like the fact that Summer Walker was stepping out of her comfort zone and hitting a two-step, and that's a first for Summer because she typically doesn't dance. Also, her pole dance scene with SZA was impressive too. So I was here for it. I thought it was a cute collaboration. Now let's get into this whole story about Megan Thee Stallion. There was a lot that happened this week, and before I talk about the whole situation between Megan and her label owner, I do want to clear up the rumor about Rihanna dropping Megan from Savage X Fenty. Her team did come out and reveal that her deal was expired, so she's no longer with the company. So she wasn't dropped. And as far as Rihanna unfollowing her, that's kind of up in the air. We don't know what that's about, but Megan was not dropped from Savage X Fenty. Sometimes when I read and hear stories, I report on them and I don't give an update. And I just wanted to give an update on that. Now, let's get into this whole mess between Megan and Carl Crawford. Earlier this week, Megan and Carl got into it on social media and they were hurling all types of insults and accusations at each other. Megan called Carl a pill-popping powderhead. Carl called Megan an industry pass-around and alluded to her doing coke. I mean, all types of crazy stuff. Now, if you don't know, Megan is currently going through a legal battle with her label 1501 Certified Entertainment. She wants to get off the label, but she can't leave just yet because she owes the label 2 albums. Now, she did file a lawsuit because she wanted her last project, Something for the Hotties, to be considered as an album. However, Carl was like, nah, this ain't no album. This is a mixtape. He said that if Megan wants him to sign off on an album, she has to give him at least 12 new master recordings of studio performances, and they have to be previously unreleased. So he countersued Megan and said that she's not going to get out of this one. She owes him a real album. Now, this whole thing has been stressing Megan out. She really wants to leave 1501 because she realizes that the contract she signed wasn't very favorable. The label wants a percentage of everything: her show money, her merch, her music. I mean, they already make money off of the master recordings, but they want more money from her. So the situation has been stressing Megan out. Also, you got to think about it. Megan is not only signed to 1501, but she's also signed to 300 Entertainment. She has a distribution deal with them, so they're making money off of her. And her management company, Roc Nation, is making money off of her as well. So a lot of people are eating off of Megan, but Megan feels like 1501 hasn't really invested in her career the way that 300 and Roc Nation have. So she wants 1501 out of the equation. She wants to stop doing business dealings with Carl because she feels like he's leeching off of her at this point. Now, Megan did go on a whole Twitter rant about the label, and she said, "First, the man over my label said I don't make him any money. Now he countersuing, trying to keep me on his label because he wants to keep making more money. LOL. If I ain't making you no money, why not just drop me? I choose not to say nothing back about court and address stuff online, but I'm getting tired of being painted the bad guy 24/7. The last girl on 1501 mad at this man too." Now, the girl she's talking about is an artist named Kayana Lisa. Kayana had an issue with the label because Carl was leaving her in the dark about the expense report. She wanted to know how much the label was spending on her because she knew that she had to pay that money back. But Carl was purposely keeping that away from her. And when she asked questions about it, it became a problem. And this is something Megan is going through as well. She said, "Also, how can I owe you any of my money outside of music when your team can't even provide actual statements of what I owe? You also haven't paid me since 2019. Your team signed off on Something for the Hotties to count as an album. Now it's not jokes. My lawyers asked for an expense report. Money 1501 supposedly has spent on me. Why this grown man put his jewelry and chains on there? Lord, free me from this joke label." Now, Carl clapped back at Megan and said, "Stop playing the victim, Megan. You haven't paid for one show since 2019. Hiding behind Roc Nation. You can keep that BS mixtape and send over that straight drop whenever you're ready." Now, Megan did clap back at Carl and she said, "Carl, I don't want to be signed to your pill popping self. You talking about I ain't paid for a show and you sound slow. I'm the artist. I don't pay you directly. Maybe fight with the man you signed to and you might see some money, you effing powderhead. You hiding behind Jay Prince. Carl, you got a whole contract with 300 and talking ish to me like I got yo effing money. You are attacking me. Why? Because you want to be famous, not rich. Ask Kevin Lows where your money at, stupid. Whoo-wee. A mess. A mess. I don't know why Megan would make a statement like that, but that's a pretty wild accusation. And once she called him a powderhead, Carl came back swinging and said, defamation claim is on the way. This all coming from a bona fide alcoholic who effed the whole industry, including her best friend's man. He also went on Instagram Live and made some more accusations about Megan. And credits to the Neighborhood Talk for taking a screen recording of this. Look at what he said.
Hey Megan, you better come tell your fans about this coke shit before I get to really telling them who the coke head around this motherfucker is. I'm telling you, man, your little fans don't want to fuck with me, dog. I don't got nothing but atomic bombs in my system over here. And it wouldn't be nothing for me to say that shit. You know, when I say my shit, I got evidence, proof. I'm gonna present our receipts.
Woo-wee. This right here is messy, 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 and super unprofessional on both Carl and Megan's part. Megan is the one who started it with the insults, and Carl responded, but even still, it doesn't have to get to this point. And I'm really tired of these two arguing on social media. They've done this multiple times, and it's obvious that they're trying to win in the court of public opinion. But at this point, they need to handle what they got going on in court and leave us out of it. Megan needs to fulfill the contract she signed and stop trying to send her lawyers to wiggle her way out of it. She unfortunately signed this bad contract and she has to honor it. And Carl needs to stop making things difficult and stop trying to leech off of Megan. But anyway, tell me what you all think about this whole mess down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.